Cinema Kane coming back at you. This time we are talking The Blob from 1988. This is a remake, which if you saw my Shadow of a Doubt review recently, you'll know a little bit about my feelings about remakes. Well, here's the thing. Occasionally, a remake gets it right. That said, this is one of those cases. This remake definitely got it right. So the original The Blob came out in the 50s and was a schlock horror B-movie. I got no problem with that. I love a good schlock horror B-movie, but this time around, while it still had a lower budget, the makeup effects of the 80s are what make this less of a B-movie and more of a serious movie. While there are definitely tonally things that are somewhat funny from time to time, the story and the way that this version of the Blob is represented with those great 80s special effects, those practical special effects, it makes it to where it's this brilliant hodgepodge of horror comedy meets high art horror. If it makes sense, I hope it does. I think it does. That said, this movie is great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was directed by Chuck Russell, who did Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, many of whom, or many people feel like that is the best Nightmare on Elm Street since the original. I think I'd probably say so too, but yeah, I mean, Chuck Russell also made the Jim Carrey The Mask movie, just to give you an idea of what stuff he would do later on in his career. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and it was also co-written by Frank Darabont, who did Shawshank Redemption, The Mist, The Green Mile, worked heavily on the first couple of seasons of The Walking Dead. It's got a lot of Stephen King-isms about it, I feel like. I feel like the movie takes a lot of inspiration from how Stephen King writes his characters. If you're a fan of that kind of movie, like characters based on Stephen King, that kind of thing, plus you're a fan of like 50s B movies with great visual effects, special effects, practical special effects, I think you'll definitely enjoy the 1988 remake of The Blob. I've been your host, Cinema Kane. I hope you enjoyed this review of the 1988 remake of The Blob. If you did, don't forget to click like, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this on all your social media platforms, and don't forget to click that bell icon so you know every time Cinema Kane has a new video uploaded. I'll see you next time at the video store.